Good morning, everybody. And when I say morning, it is approximately 4:30 in the morning right now. Yeah. It's one of those days when I wake up, man, I every hour or two open the eye, look at the clock. Finally I got tired of doing that every hour. And it's like, I might as well just get out of bed and start my day. So, I'm going to be a little adventurous today. Those of you who watched my other videos, I did a homemade dipping tobacco experiment last week. It turned out all right. Um, the tobacco is good. It's not dark fired, dipping tobacco. I use cheap roll your own pipe tobacco. I was mainly trying to get the process down, see if I could actually get something that resembled commercial dip. And for the most part, I think that process worked. I'm going to tweak it a little bit more, maybe try some better tobacco, get us a better product. But till then, I have 100 grams of, well, not 100 grams. Forget what it worked out to. Anyway, it's basically the equivalent of about 7 3/4 cans of commercial dip. So I've been flavoring experiments. I got one here. My curiosity is I can't contain it anymore. This is my attempt at a mint. I'm not holding out much hope because the only mint that I had on hand to try to flavor it with is the same kind of mint extract you find in the baking aisle of your grocery store. I looked at the ingredients. It's alcohol, peppermint oil, and spearmint oil. Like, that might work, might not. I don't know. So I added some more sweetener I measured out enough for just one can, added some more sweetener. I use xylitol because that's the only additive free sweetener I have on hand. Everything else is in the little packets, and they put fillers and stuff in that, which sometimes lead to a bitter taste if you do it straight. I'm trying to. I keep trying to remember to buy some liquid sweetener. That would be ideal, but a little bit of xylitol. I did a little bit of mint. Let it mellow in the jar for a couple of days. Smelled it. It smelled pretty weak, so I added just a little bit more mint. Shook it up, and it started to smell okay. So let's see what we got here. And this is either going to be a really short review, I try not to puke, or it'll be something decent. I don't know. Smells minty. Actually, since it has peppermint oil and spearmint oil, it's almost slightly reminiscent of Skoll's Cool Spearmint. I like Skoll Cool Spearmint. But there's also something that kind of reminds me of mouthwash. Yeah, minty mouthwash. Might be just the blend of the peppermint and spearmint playing on each other. Maybe that's what they use to flavor it. Which I'm using a Longhorn Mint can, by the way. Figure I about to put the Longhorn Mint can to use because Longhorn Mint has good flavor, but I cannot hold it together in my mouth for more than 3 or 4 minutes. It is annoying. So, yeah, I gave up on Longhorn Mint. A couple of the other Longhorn flavors I've managed to get them, they hold together, but for some reason the mint just keeps coming apart. Now, just a pinch, pretty decent, and it looks dip-ish, in there. It's very dark, extremely moist. Very moist. Hmm. It's not gross. Not exactly mint. Actually, I take that back. Took a minute. I'm getting tingle in my lip. I wonder if I added too much mint. I'm still catching some of the salt from when I first did it. Salt and mint. Not exactly a combination. I'm definitely getting some sweetness now. Adding that little bit more sweetener seemed to help. I can feel the mint on the tingle on my tongue when I moved it over. Getting that. Holding together well. It's not breaking up immediately. It's just sitting right here, a nice clump. It might be the alcohol, the little bit of alcohol they put in the extract. That might be interfering with the flavor here. I may have to go just get some mint essential oils that don't have any of that alcohol in it. That might be. I'm getting mint. I'm getting salt. I don't know if that's a combination that should be going well together. It's not bad, but it's two flavors you don't normally associate with each other. Now that initial tingle, which I think might have been just what's left of a little bit of alcohol that hadn't dissipated, the mint flavor is starting to come through now. The mint's getting stronger. Mm-hmm. If I can get rid of that initial medicinal alcoholish thing from this extract, once that dissipates, this isn't bad at all. I'm going to have to tweak this recipe. And when I make something I'm going to flavor with mint, the initial batch, go easy on the salt. The salt's dying down a bit. So now the mint is just starting to blossom. It's a delayed reaction here. The mint's coming into its own now, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not. I'm not eager to spit it out right now. I'm okay with it sitting in my mouth. Kind of reminding me of maybe grizzly mint, because the grizzly mint isn't exactly overly sweet, but the mint flavor is pretty strong. This has that strong mint. Luckily, I put some sweetener in there, and that's helping counterbalance it. Otherwise, I think the mint would be too strong right for me right now. Aroma wise, it wasn't too bad, but in the mouth, it sits there for a while, and the mint is growing in strength. Overall, it's not bad. I'm probably not going to finish this can. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'm going to, find some different flavorings. I'll probably drop some money and get some essential oil that's mint flavored. I do have some wintergreen mellowing out down there. I use wintergreen essential oil. First sniff on that this morning. That stuff smelled wonderful. I'm interested to try that one. I've got wintergreen. I have mint, wintergreen. I have bergamot to help enhance the natural, which that one worries me because when I went to do the bottle, it wasn't dropping. So I gave it a shake. And instead of 1 drop of bergamot, 4 drops fell in there. So that might be a little bit too much bergamot. I'll find out. I got some other flavorings. I'm experimenting with the flavorings they use for candy making. I bought some of those because they're very intense flavorings. Just a few drops is all you need when you're making candy with that stuff. I bought a variety pack of that. I got a can of vanilla that I'm trying, and there was some root beer candy flavoring. So I did a jar, did a can, and I got a couple of drops of root beer in there. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, at 4:30 in the morning, right away, I can tell you this stuff has nicotine. I'm feeling nicotine hit from this stuff. But that's because I haven't had a dip, no nicotine in my system in nearly 12 hours. And I haven't eaten breakfast yet. 4:30 in the morning, empty stomach, no nicotine. I can feel the nicotine in this. It's it's affecting me. This stuff might be a little bit stronger nicotine than I thought, or it could just be my situation. Probably my situation. Because Mikey didn't think this through. I was just thinking, hey, I got an hour before I got to leave for work. Why not run upstairs and do a quick review? I'm eager to try this mint. This mint is actually getting better the longer it sits in there. At first it was, yeah, it's not so great. Now it's not bad at all. But it took 10 minutes for it to kick in that way. But yeah, this has been my experiment with my first flavored homemade dip. Start off with mint because I like mint. Use this extract you get in the grocery store. I'm not going to do that again. It started off kind of funky, probably because of the alcohol and everything that's in the extract. Once that wears off, though, it's not bad. The mint flavor got strong. It's settled down a little bit now. And it's a quite enjoyable mint. But it took too long to get there. So I'm going to get some essential oil, maybe just pure peppermint oil. And next batch, I'm going to try a drop or two of that. So, yeah, that's where we are in the Great Flavor Experiment. This has been Homegrown Mint in the Longhorn can. Not great, not horrible. I'm not feeling an urge to get this out of my mouth, but it is what it is. I will probably scrap that one. I'll get some essential oil and I'll try the next batch with just pure mint oil. None of the other additives that the extract have. And I'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, this stuff's not bad. And I'm definitely feeling the nicotine first thing in the morning. Better than a cup of coffee. This is Mikey. This is my first homegrown experiment with mint. I'll be coming at you probably later this weekend with the wintergreen, the bergamot, the vanilla, which I'm eager to try. Thought of a vanilla flavored dip is appealing to me. It might be a disaster. It might work out. There's a bug flying through my face. Where is that bug going? I will catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know I'm going to. We have computer upgrades at work today. They started installing them last night. They're going to finish up this morning. So some of our computer problems at work are going to go away. Hopefully. Well, we'll see. Should be an easy day for me, or it's going to be a living nightmare. I'll find out. I will catch you all later. You all take care. This has been my homegrown mint dip experiment. Not great, not bad. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll catch y'all later.